Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another cool adventure on Adventure Coolness. So, by now you guys have seen the really awesome drone footage of this area, and it's so huge. I mean, what a big spot to explore.
Yeah, it's a massive area out here.
Massive. I mean, you just couldn't do it without drone work. So I hope that gave you guys a really good idea of the size and scale of this place, and as well as how big the runways were, and this massive concrete pad that's out here. So the runways were 5,000 feet long each.
You said
Each 5,000 feet, and this concrete pad that's out here, I measured it on Google Earth. It was like 800 feet long and about, say, 400 to 500 feet, so 800 by 500. Okay. Can you imagine what the building looked like? And how many, well, you had to have it this big in order to fit aircraft in here.
Yeah, especially some of the bigger ones that they had during World War II.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to just, we're going to walk off this direction, and Laura's going to tell you a little bit about the history of this place. So let's go this way, Laura. You could just walk around out here forever. Now, well, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put the coordinates up on the screen. There they are. So head on over to Google Earth and take a close look at this, because you're going to see a lot of the perimeters and foundations of the buildings that used to be out here, as well as a bunch of other things that are very similar to like what we found last weekend over at Camp Bouse.
Yeah.
You've got those, those rock borders that are going around the old buildings or tents or things like that. You'll definitely be able to see the foundations. And here's another thing you need to look. So when you're on Google Earth, you need to scan over to the east of this site, and you'll see where there's a checkerboard of roads going east and west. And over there is where probably they had, barracks of some kind or housing of some kind, all lined up like it was some kind of a small town or a...
Yeah. I think there was an abandoned town just a little bit further to the west of us. Mm-hmm. I mean, this was an Army Air Force base during World War II. They opened it in 1942.
Okay.
And it was part of what they were getting ready to, it was called Operation Torch.
That's right.
Which was going to be when they were going to the Africa campaign.
Yeah, North Africa, training for North Africa.
Yeah.
So last weekend we saw the place where they were, training the tank crews for inevitable
top secret mission.
Exactly. Yep. And then this here is an airfield in kind of the same area. It's interesting why they didn't put an airfield out there by Camp Bouse, but I don't know, maybe
this one was close enough. I mean, they wanted to keep that more secret.
Right.
Well, yeah, that was top secret, so they wanted to keep that completely off the radar. And then they had their other little camps scattered further the north to the west, and I think there might have even been one to the south.
Okay. Operation Torch.
Yeah.
So that's the big arc lamp.
Yes.
Now,
our Operation Torch was actually just the campaign for North Africa.
Okay, gotcha. That specific name really didn't have anything to do with the arc lamp we talked about, the 13 million candle power.
No.
Okay, this was something different.
Something different, just the invasion of North Africa.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool stuff. And, guys, to be out here, how can I describe this? This is like something right out of a movie, kind of like, or a TV show. I'll give you an example. Being out here is like being on the set of an episode of Breaking Bad. That's what it feels like out here. It's like, you've got miles and miles of open desert, and if there was ever a place to do a dead drop, this is it.
Yeah.
Or bury something.
Oh, yeah.
But that's kind of the way it feels. It's very, very strange, you know, very strange to be out here. Wow. So we got well, now that you guys kind of have an idea of, we just walked this thing from corner to corner. Let's go back this direction, Laura, and head back to Bob. There's an old vehicle next to Bob that's pretty much all shot to heck. We got somebody, well, you know, we're right next to the highway. So
yeah, it's literally not even maybe a quarter mile off the highway.
yeah, a quarter mile off. And there's always going to be people slowing down, you know. I'm surprised that we've lasted this long without somebody coming out here.
Yeah, we've had a few people off in the distance, but nobody that's come upon us yet. But
Yeah.
there's always that matter of time if people are looking for a pull-out spot or they've heard about this area that they might want to come out and check it out themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of boondockers and a lot of people come out to some of these remote areas, you know, to set up targets and go shooting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what a neat place in the middle, I mean, literally in the middle of nowhere desert of Southern California. Too cool. All right, well, we'll pick back up with you guys when we get closer over here to this vehicle that's all shot full of holes. Let's see you over there. Okay, here we go. Let's get a better look at this thing. I thought it would be a neat place to park Bob next to. Don't worry, Bob. You'll never be
Treated like this.
No, you'll never be treated like this and used as target practice. All right, guys, take a look here. Laura, I think it needs a few more holes.
I don't think it has enough yet.
I don't think it has enough
I
holes.
see some spots where we're missing holes.
Yeah. I don't think it has enough holes.
No, not quite.
What kind of a vehicle do you think it was at one time? It's
Was it like one of those
it's
definitely like a Buick or something?
It's 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, what a boat.
Uh-huh.
That kind of looks like one of the cars I used to have when I was in high school. It was a 1975 Buick Regal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kind of like a big old Buick.
Yep. This is how big my car was. And I filled the back seat full of speakers, and it was a lot of fun. Heck yeah. We had a lot of fun in that car. Caveman. Maybe the Caveman owned it right there.
Yeah, it does say
out of BC.
Yep.
Yep.
That might be his car that had only made it this far and then he left it.
So who just, you know, dragged something like this out here? Looks like they put it on some metal. Well, no, that's part of the exhaust pipe. But I mean, I don't know. There's always a story when you find things like this.
Yeah.
You know, there's some kind of a story behind it, like, you know, a bunch of kids in party mode, get the keg, you know, get the 16-gallon keg. Hey, we're going to go drag this car out, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's always a story.
Yeah.
Just like all the old vehicles I used to find in Wyoming in the middle of nowhere. You got to wonder, how in the heck did this get out here?
Yeah, some of them, I mean, it's back when they used to have an okay road, but even then, you got to think the roads back then weren't that great,
Not
especially
that great.
up into the mountains and out into the desert.
No, for
But
sure.
maybe that's part of the reason why they're still out there is they just,
Yeah.
so they finally bid it and they're like, well, we'll just leave it out here.
Right.
So.
Well, we've got some more things we want to point the cameras at, guys. There's some concrete foundations over here, a few other things. So let's just kind of snoop around over there a bit and see what we can find.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. All right, guys, there we go. A moment ago, we were right over there. You can see the concrete pad. And then right behind me here, let's flip around. We've got this thing. gotta be real careful driving around in a place like this because there is steel sticking up all over here and there.
Just waiting to meet your tire.
It is, yeah. We got nails, all kinds of things that want to give your tire a good biting. So what did we have here? It's anybody's guess. Looks like the concrete has been flipped over. It looks like it at one time was sitting on top of this, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a cistern? Or no, that can't be. No, it's not that.
I think it would be a much larger cistern if that's what it was. I don't think so, though, with the holes on the side, the square holes.
Well, it's anybody's guess. Let's look at it from this angle. Let's head over here. Go this way. There we go. Interesting. Yep, each and every one of these things tells a story. Just don't know what that story is. Now we had something else. There was, let's walk this way, Laura.
Yeah, it was some sort of weird, perhaps a foundation or...
It was some kind of a perimeter I saw on the drone.
Yeah.
Kind of out this direction. And then there was this big pile of, I think it was rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is that a junk pile over there?
It might be.
Okay.
Trash from the 40s.
You know, when you're looking at this on Google Earth, guys, you're gonna see these. They kind of look like small trenches, like as if they were dug out by a piece of earth moving equipment and then filled back in with this darker material. You'll see that it's scattered about out here. And I think we figured out what it is. That's where we're headed right now. We got one of them right over here, and then a little bit more off to the right is that interesting looking perimeter of rock. Yeah. Now this would be a great place to go metal detecting, especially if you were like hunting for relics.
Yeah.
You know, early 1940s. I mean, you know you're going to find coins and things like that, but you're also going to find a lot of other junk too. All right, this is what I saw. Now
Another foundation.
Yeah, just a foundation. But that's not the pile of rocks I was referring to. What I was referring to is this right over here, guys. This is the thing that you'll see on Google Earth. And now initially I thought that they were like big can dumps or a place where they were dumping trash, but no. This is where they were removing all of this volcanic rock and putting it into piles. And you will see these scattered in various pits all throughout the Google Earth image. But that's what it is. Yep. All moved and put over here. All right, so I can see that perimeter of rock right over there, Laura.
Yeah.
Let's head over there, guys. I'll tell you what, we'll just meet you over there. All right, guys, here it is. Take a close look at this on the drone footage. Check it out. So when you are looking at Google Earth, you're going to see this pretty neat looking thing right here. Now, I'm not 100% convinced, Laura, that this was used to surround like a tent. I don't know.
Or if people just came out here in the later years and
did this.
But I mean, there are certain parts that look like walkways.
It does.
So it potentially maybe could have served as an area where there were tents or small buildings.
Similar to Bouse Camp.
Hard telling, but if you look at it from the drone footage, it's definitely very odd.
Very odd. Well, let's get a closer look at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You go that way, I'll go this way.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's like there's it's a square, but then it has different circles inside of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and here's one of the entrance ways right here. I see footsteps. There definitely been people out here visiting it. Huh. Very interesting.
I mean, there is evidence of older garbage from the base time period.
Uh-huh. Here's a fire pit looking thing right there.
Yeah, you got one in front of you, and then there's another one right here to the left of me.
I wonder if this might have been like a place for the people that were working out here just to kind of come and hang out, or
yeah, it might have been a little temporary camp for when they were building the base.
Or that. Yeah, look at this little crossroads here in front of you, and then it went out to an area right there.
Yeah.
Very cool. I just love finding stuff like this.
It's anybody's guess, unless people have some detailed information on this place, then, I mean, yeah, it's so massive that it's hard telling what it was all used for.
You know what would be really cool is if we could get someone to drop down in the comments section and that may have had a relative that worked out here or something like that. Yeah, neat. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to keep poking around here for a little while longer since we drove way out to try to find this place. I want to poke around just a little bit more, make sure we don't miss anything, and we'll see what else we can find for you guys. Okay, we'll be back. Yeah, I got to tell you, Laura, I'm just waiting to see like an early 80s bounder RV.
Yeah.
With pants hanging off the
on a hanger, yeah.
And and smoke coming out the top. That's what I'm kind of waiting to see out here, you know.
So far, we haven't encountered anything like that.
No, nothing yet. But what a great place to film a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the backdrop out here would be perfect for like an alien invasion, or like some of those movies like Independence Day or something like that.
Yeah, I see where they get the ideas of filming movies like that.
Oh yeah, this is a great location for something like that.
Looks like there's another foundation over here.
Oh yeah, we got one more right up here. Yeah, guys, I just love movies and TV, and that's what, got me interested in, into, editing videos and learning about filmmaking, stuff like that. It's neat to come out to places like this and just have a good time pointing the camera at neat stuff. All right, well, look at this.
Another long concrete foundation.
Yeah, okay. So, lots of nails. Definitely don't want to drive out here.
Yeah, we were saying that luckily there isn't too much modern trash around, except for a bunch of shoes, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, there's shoes all over out here, isn't there?
Yeah, there's another shoe.
Right here, guys, this is what we're talking about. We've been seeing shoes scattered here and there all over the place. So what if people come out, they just like, hey, it's like an offering.
It's like a shoe graveyard or something.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I guess as long as it's just shoes and we don't find anything in the shoe, then.
Yeah, we don't want to see any bony protrusions.
No.
Neat place. All right, guys. Well, there you go. I think you kind of get the gist of it. I mean, certainly a person could, walk out, come out here and just spend an entire day snooping around.
Yeah.
In all the little nooks and crannies. And I think that's what that old boy way over there is doing. I think he's out metal detecting today. So neat spot to do stuff like that if that's the sort of thing that you guys are into. Okay, well, we're going to get on out of here and we're going to go track down our next adventure. What's that one going to be? No, don't tell them.
Oh, never mind.
No,
I can't
don't
tell you
them.
guys, sorry.
No, don't tell them. No spoilers.
It's a secret.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming along and poking around at this old, early 1940s abandoned airstrip. And with that, we're going to get on out of here. Again, thank you so very much for coming along. We'll see y'all again next Sunday. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.